I'm starting at 4:30, Mom.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm ready to get it done.
It's so crazy to me, dude, that like we're doing all of this because Charles jokingly said one time was like, you should just ride to my house, bro. And now we've got a whole team together. And we're about to try to ride for like 16 to 18 hours over to Charles's place for Pigeon Forge.
3 months worth of planning coming to fruition, and like actually attempting to do something that I've never done before, and to do it in a manner that is far beyond what I personally think is possible for myself. I don't know how it's gonna be if we do end up sitting on the saddle for 16 hours, but like the only thing that's getting me off that bike is like hospitalization. Like I'm not stopping for any reason. Is this gonna be every stop? I'm gonna try to get these down. I'm gonna try to get one of these in an hour. Okay, you guys ready? You ready to roll?
Get out there, Tiger. Go.
As soon as my shoes were in the clips and I was on the bike, all the anxiety of the 3 months prior just kind of vanished, and it was like, all right, now we're just pedaling. Well, I kind of felt how the darkness looked, almost like just kind of like there's no feelings, there was no thoughts. It was just like I just existed.
We got 0.4 to the parkway and we're just going straight up for about half an hour probably. That was a tough first climb. That was a long climb. It's just gonna be a long day. I just know.
About 40 right now.
I mean, really, again, the first few hours of the day were kind of a dream. That first ascent in the dark was like kind of that, I guess, the confidence that I needed that like, okay, every time that I get a big climb in, I'm gonna get a big descent with it. And that big descent kind of, every single descent actually yesterday brought me back to life.
That was the sickest shit I have ever done on a bicycle. That was incredible. Dude, I was taking turns at like 38, 39. And now we climb. That's all we're doing today is up and down, up and down. Whew.
What a wonderful spot.
Once we got off the Foothills Parkway, we got to the bottom of that last ascent, and then like the river opened up and we had the wires going over the top, and like we were just laid back. Everything was just like, okay, like I'm calm and collected, like this is gonna be okay.
Yeah, that's cool too. We're about to do the tail of the dragon. I don't know if y'all know that. It's a little of both, but I mean it's just the 312 turns and 11 miles.
Goated.
All right, I am going. I am leaving.
And then shortly after that, we got into the tail of the dragon, which is one of the most curvaceous roads in America with like 312 turns over 11 miles. Before we got on, I was super nervous. Upon getting out there and starting the ride, I learned that everybody was super respectful. Everybody was out there to have a good time. I was super excited that like people were cheering me on. Like they were like, dude, you're doing great, keep going. And like motorcyclists were like, gives me thumbs up. And I got so caught up in that excitement that I didn't realize how hard I was pushing myself. I got to the top of that climb and I pulled off my bike at that gas station and I was like, oh shit, this is real. The beginning of it was a dream, it was vibey, I was feeling great, and then like reality slapped me right in the face at mile 65.
Again, the mentality is just keep pedaling right now. I'm going through a low period. Could you get me some Tums, please? I've never put this much vert in ever. And so naturally, I'm just gonna be unlocking new DLC.
God. He just went 55.
But I think we're about to looking at some more. Yeah, I got a climb coming up, so I'm gonna get off y'all's ass. I've never felt this way. Like, I am like actually debating on like, I mean, I'm not debating on quitting, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm battling. Like, it's just so difficult to do. Like those climbs are just like, they're so cool. They're so victorious when you get done with one, but like, dude, I've got a freaking 13-mile climb coming up.
So the 100-mile mark was a bit bittersweet for me because I knew that I was halfway done, but I also knew that I was about to start on the hardest climbs of the day, starting with a 16-mile, I think like 3,700-foot climb. Yeah, this is when we started traversing into like some pretty unknown territory for me.
I'm like fighting with my own ego, you know? I'm like, I'm not going fast enough. And then I'm like, I physically can't go any faster than this right now. Like I'm redlining most of the day. And I'm about to be like, I don't know how we're about to get up these climbs. I'm not even being funny or like dramatic. This is about to be ridiculous.
The climax of that section was when we got onto Old Soco Road and the climb really started picking up. And then at one point, I finally turn this corner and pedal up and literally have to stop. I look up at this, and I mean literally look up at this hill, and I'm like, I gotta walk this.
I'll sit up here for a few minutes, cool off. I think that's probably necessary.
But this is the legitimate point where I was like, dude, I might not make this. And we got onto NC 19. I'm climbing 7%, 8% at like my lowest point of the day, so I'm just trashed. There is no shoulder. There are cars passing me with this much room between my handlebars and their like passenger side mirrors. And as soon as I sat down on the trunk of the car, I knew that we needed to transport me the last like mile and a half to the Blue Ridge Parkway because it was just too dangerous.
Dude. You good? Yeah, I don't like this road.
Come off the road.
See, I'm climbing okay though.
Mm-hmm.
I found, again, like, it's what I call, or it's not like a proper term, but it's just like effortless climbing. Basically the lowest gear where I can climb and like be moving and not actually be putting any like torque on my legs. Dude, this shit sucks. This is by far the hardest thing I've ever done.
I have something for you.
You have something for me.
So, I got kicked out of the Green Lantern Corps for my alleged involvement with the Clintons.
Okay.
My last mission is to find a human worthy to wear this ring. It's got some of my hair on it.
Wow. My man. Dude, I will rock this until the finish line.
For your insurmountable willpower. And, you know, keep that lock.
Yeah,
keep that
I
lock
think I
in there.
might leave that lock on there to carry Andrew with me.
All right, fellas. Hey, good
Dude,
luck, man.
I love you.
I love you too, dude.
I'll see you this weekend,
Text-
hopefully.
What's up?
So I can climb this speed. But really as long as I need to. But dude, I don't know if y'all just realized this, but like I've only ridden 2.2 miles since we just left Andrew.
Right.
So it's like, I am crawling. And it's like at this speed, bro, we won't finish till after midnight. And I'm gonna average 6 miles an hour or less.
We actually did similar calculations, and we figured that your descents might make up for a lot of that time, and you might end up finishing 7 to 8 hours. That's what we were thinking.
Like
from now?
between 9 and 10, that's what we think.
Yeah.
9 to 10 p.m.
That's what we think.
Fuck
Yeah.
it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep going. Thank you guys for the nitro. I'll be 10 feet up the road in about half an hour. And I hate these clips more than anything in life itself. I would have never bought them had I known they would have been this much of a Ah. I don't know how long it's gonna take to recover from this. I'm like actually doing damage to my body. I think at this point, bro, I'm dying. But I'm doing really good right now.
Yeah.
Thank you guys, dude. Seriously, I'm feeling like A1 right now. Well, I'm hoping it lasts, but it won't. Yeah, I'm telling you, I shouldn't be here. Like I just shouldn't be moving right now. But alas, here we are. Like I don't know, dude. I mean, I'm feeling the same way I felt at the bottom of that climb. Like just like I've ridden 144 miles. We got some really fun up and down coming along. So like, and then literally, dude, like the work is done. It's just downhill from here. I'm feeling very lucky. I think it's the best way to put it. I'm feeling very lucky to be here. And I'm humble, dude. This shit is humbling. Like this is just chewing me up and spitting me out. You know, I don't know. I think this is just the most incredible thing that I've ever gotten to do in like terms of my physical life. Bro, I don't know if you know this, but like earlier today when I was like, yo, we need to have a conversation, I wanted to quit so bad. I wanted to stop so bad.
After that really high-end moment on the peak, I guess I said it in my brain that like, okay, now it's all downhill, baby. And it just wasn't downhill. Like once the sun went down, we were still on the parkway, but like it wasn't the same like high energy, synergetic feeling. It was like, it was just dead. We get to the bottom and like, I don't even know what mile I'm at that point, but all I know is that I am so ready to be done. I couldn't even put the emotions I had in the words at that point.
Dude, I'm so over this route, everything that it had to offer me. It's just like, haha, like it's like, yeah, descend. Then it's like, psych, bitch, here's another climb that you're gonna do for another mile. And it just keeps on giving me climbs, it keeps on giving me climbs. Literally the last 4.3 miles is gonna be nothing but this up and down bullshit. I'm positive. And this road is so sketchy. I'm so over it, dude.
Like the craziest thing is like the last 5 miles kind of just like disappeared. I was just like an organism pedaling. And all of a sudden my Wahoo goes beep, beep, beep. And then like I look down and it's like, oh my God, that's Charles's driveway. Like what? And then like, but I had to roll a little further by because I wanted to make sure that I got the 200 on my Wahoo so that we could say that we hit 200.
He hit it.
That's 200 miles.
That's 200?
That's 200 miles right there.
All the emotions that I had been detached from for the entire day started to come back in. And like they weren't, I thought it was gonna be like this overwhelming welling, like crying, lush. And it was, no, it wasn't that, dude. It was just like confirmation that like I was enough. It's just been, again, it's been such a humbling experience, dude. Like this whole thing up until this point, like 3 or 4 days afterwards, I'm still like reaping benefits and people were still telling me like, hey, you're inspiring. And like, that's super humbling, dude. Like there hasn't been really a moment like this in my life ever, where like people are like, I'm proud of you for something you did. Yeah, I did that because I had this crew of people behind me and because people were willing to sacrifice their time for me. And like that just makes me want to do that more for others, right? That's what kind of what I've derived so far out of this is like, I just want to help other people accomplish their dreams and goals, just like you guys helped me. And thus the YLEE Project, you know, thus 200 miles on a bike.